First, the number one question I get is, Zach, I want to do real estate wholesaling. I want to find a discounted house and I want to pass it to an investor for a finder's fee. Right? This is known as real estate wholesaling. And the number one question that I get is, well, how do I get contracts for that? And then the number two question I get is, how do I find buyers? How do I find buyers that'll buy those deals once I find a seller? Right? Because you don't want to go under contract with a seller and promise that you're going to be able to help them with their house and not have people lined up to buy it. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to do a free training, right? It's a complete free training. I'm giving you a training on how to build a cash buyers list. And I'm also going to give you guys my real estate wholesaling contracts for absolutely free. And the way you do this, there is a link in the description of this live, everywhere I'm live right now, where you guys can come and join us this Wednesday evening. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Adjust for your own time zone. So I'll just make it easy for you guys. 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So we're going to be doing that live training on how to build a buyer's list, as well as giving you guys my real estate wholesaling contracts. Guys, I have spent thousands of dollars on my contracts. Just the most recent contracts was $2,000 just to make the updates that we've made on it. Overall, I've paid an attorney over $6,000 for these contracts overall between the different variations and work that we've done on them. So even if you have real estate wholesaling contracts and you'd like to compare mine versus the ones you have, I highly suggest getting access to those. So if you guys will go register for this live event, we do have a limited amount of space available on that online presentation because I am going to be going live. So make sure you go register. Don't wait. We'll send you some reminder emails and then the access, how to get access to that. So make sure you register for that. Guys, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of building a buyer's list. If you don't have a buyer's list, even if you're flipping, right? You're flipping houses where you buy them and then fix them up and sell them, or if you're buying them for rentals, you should still have a buyer's list. You should still have contracts that are assignable. You still should be able to wholesale if you would like to. I also flip houses. I also buy rentals, but I always check to see what the market will pay for my deals. Sometimes I would like to keep a rental, but my buyers are willing to pay way more than I would because you are going to have motivated buyers, just like you have motivated sellers, people that have 1031 tax exchanges, people that need to move money for tax purposes. And so you're going to make way more money over the long term by having wholesaling as a tool in your tool belt and having a robust buyer's list. Guys, you will lose out big time if you don't have a buyer's list before you start. I had a student in Port St. Lucie that skipped this step. We found him a buyer, but he didn't do the action steps soon enough of building the buyer's list. And he lost out on a $30,000 wholesale deal because of it. His 18-year-old kid, he was in tears. He was so upset, right? Rightfully so. So make sure you come to this training, learn how I build a buyer's list for absolutely free. All this training is free. Getting access to all this is free, right? I'm not selling you anything. I would like to pour into you guys and help you. And the reason why is because some of you may eventually want to work with me. I would like for you guys to come in and get some free training and see what it's like to work with me and to be taught by me. And then, yes, some of you may want me as a mentor. That's fine. If not, that's okay too. So come to that training. It's free. I'd like to open it up to some Q&A. I know we got people jumping in live. If you got here late, what I'm saying is we're doing a live training this Wednesday night where I'm going to give you my cash buyers list, as well as teach you how to build I'm giving you my wholesaling contracts and I'm teaching you how to build a list of cash buyers for absolutely free. To get access, you have to register. It's linked in my bio right now, or in the description, not my bio, sorry, the link in the description of this. So go ahead and ask me any questions you have before we'll jump off. I'll do a little Q&A and help you guys out. Anything you got going on right now in your real estate businesses.
What is the best skip tracer phone numbers for the Portland, Oregon area for a list of 100 vacant properties?
Yeah, so 100 vacant properties. I'm not sure how you added them. So if you have Deal Machine, if you're finding these vacant houses through Deal Machine, I'm not sure if you're driving around and finding these addresses. If you are, Deal Machine has it's an app where let's say you see a vacant house, you literally touch the house on a Google Maps image, right? And it'll upload all the owner's information, including the person's phone number. So if you have the Deal Machine app or you'd like to try that out, that's one way to get it. You could just go to that house, that address, and literally touch the house, and you could get it that way. I think their cheapest plan's like $99 a month. If you come to that live event, I'll actually explain how to pay. I'll pay for that for an entire month for free. Um, but if you don't have that, another source is called Kind Skip Tracing. That's what we're using for separate lists. I think they're like 3 cents a skip trace, where if you use something like batch skip tracing, it's like 14 cents per contact. So it's way cheaper. I'll also, on that training on Wednesday, I'll be talking about, if you got Kind Skip Tracing, you're also going to get 1,000 cash buyers for free through my discount code. So I'm going to be talking about skip tracing at 3 cents a skip trace with Kind Skip Tracing, and how they'll give you 1,000 cash buyers for free because of the relationship I have with them. So come to that training. I'll talk more on that. So great questions.
Rodriguez Gene is asking, if I have friends in other states and they acquire properties, do we need a title company per state?
Yes. So most title companies.
Repeat the question.
Oh, sorry. The question is, if I'm doing deals in different states, do I need a different title company? Generally, yes, 100%. There are a few title companies that are nationwide, right? But I still wouldn't want. So I've done deals in many different states. I have a branch of my own company here in Utah and a branch in Florida where we're doing deals, week after week in both of those places. And randomly I'll get leads and do deals in different states. I do different title companies in every single state and different title officers, because I want someone that specializes and truly understands all the laws and regulations when doing a transaction, especially a creative transaction like a seller finance or a wholesale deal. So I have separate title companies, separate title officers as well. So
Follow-up question to that is, I think you answered it, but let's say I'm working out of Florida and get properties from Rhode Island. Would I need a title company from Rhode Island?
yeah, so the question is, let's say you live in Florida, but you want to do it virtually in Rhode Island. Do I need a title company in Florida or Rhode Island? You need a title company in the state where the property is located. That's what I would suggest you use.
Okay, no questions right now.
Okay, so as I said before, I'll just close it with this. We are doing a live training this Wednesday evening, right? What we're going to cover in this are the top 2 questions that I get is, okay, I want to do wholesaling. I need contracts, Zach. Where do I get those contracts? I'm giving you my wholesaling contracts for free, right? No catch. They're free. If you come to this live training, I will give them to you. I've spent thousands of dollars on these contracts, and they're going to be yours for absolutely free, right? Even if you have contracts, you can compare yours to mine, and the differences and why. Also, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build a list of buyers. They're going to pay top dollar for your real estate wholesale deals. My very first real estate wholesale deal, I had my best offer was $30,000 higher than any of my other offers. If I would not have had that crazy high offer, I would have made $0. I ended up making $10,000 on that deal because I had the right buyer. Guys, there's motivated buyers out there that are willing to pay more. And I'm going to teach you guys how to find those people. I'm going to give you 3 main ways to build that cash buyers list so that when you do find a seller, that you're able to get as much as possible for that deal, so you can make as much as possible and still get the seller a decent price. So come to that training. I'm going to teach you guys how to build that buyers list and give you my contracts. There's a link in the description of this live, so make sure you register for that to take advantage of those things. We're also going to be talking about skip tracing, right? Being able to get phone numbers at a cheap price. We're going to be talking about how we find sellers, right? This is going to be a full training to really help you guys get started real estate wholesaling. So looking forward to seeing you guys there this Wednesday evening. It's going to be at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Question.
One more question before we go.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's asking. Rodriguez Gene's asking, with kind, for example, 250 each or 500 each, or 250 for one county. He didn't really phrase a question there.
So I've got a question about Kind Skip Tracing. Come to the live event, because I'm really going to break it down. A couple of the things that I'll show is I'll actually share step by step in their website how to take advantage of their skip tracing at 3 cents a skip trace, where pretty much everything else is 14, 15 cents a skip trace. On top of that, how you can get Kind Skip Tracing to send you 1,000 cash buyers for just signing up with their service, right? So, and it's only available to my audience because it's a deal that I've negotiated with Kind Skip Tracing. So come to that live event. It's part of the trainings as well. I promise there's going to be a massive amount of value right there for you guys to get started in real estate wholesaling. So we'll plan on seeing you guys then. Thank you so much. See you Wednesday night.